And now we're going to switch to a distorted sound. So I'm going to turn everything off. I'm using the amp on the overdrive channel. So I have my amp set, you know, with a fairly amount of grit and dirt on it. And what I like to do is I like to add these pedals on just to give me a little different of a tone. Some of them, again, are more aggressive. And what they do is also I like to use them to push the tubes. Basically, that's what you do when you put something in front of the amp. It's pushing your tubes and you're getting some more overdrive out of the amp. And you know what the great thing about these pedals are is they're not really messing with your tone at all. It's just bringing different characteristics out of your guitar mixed with your amp. We're going to start with the RC booster. So here's without it. I'm going to put it on. I love the sound of it. It really, to me, doesn't color the sound that much, and it adds something. It's really like a comfort factor to me. That's what these do. They make it a little bit enjoyable to dig into your amp, which is to me is a big plus. And again, it increases the sustain. So a lot of times, a lot of my songs feature parts in it where I'm getting some feedback, and each one of these pedals do a different thing. So I'll give you an example. So here's without it. So I can get it. I can get a little feedback. But when I put the pedal on, keeps going. I'll shut it off. And I'll put it back on. So you get a different overtone, but it's cool. Really cool pedal. And again, you're not getting like a hiss sound. It's a thing that I don't like about a lot of overdrive pedals, which these do not do, is you don't get that kind of thing going on in your amp, which is horrible when you're trying to record, because you have to try and get that out. Those of you who are doing some recording, so I've used these on all of these pedals on my last record, especially the RC Booster, the BB. The Little Brute is too new, but it'll be on my next one. But we're going to switch to the BB preamp. This one is a little bit more compressed sounding. So here's without it. I'm going to put it on. Again, I love this pedal. This is probably, I use this the most because you see what it does. To me, I'm a little bit more into a compressed type of sound, and it helps the amp. To me, it helps the amp, it helps my sound, it makes me a lot more comfortable. I use it a lot on solos. Again, I'll give you a little demonstration of, again, the feedback thing is a really cool thing, and it's going to be different. So here's some feedback without it. And I'm going to put the pedal on. Killer. pedals off. I can sit here all day with that. But so you see what that does. Now we're going to go to the newest pedal from E.W.S, the little brute drive. And this one, again, is a little bit more aggressive sounding to me. Not as compressed as the BB. Without it, here's with it. Here's some solo work without it. I'm going to turn it on. So that's a really cool pedal. Again, it's set pretty modest. Again, it's only at 11 o'clock. So that's kind of how this whole thing works out. And you can notice that it's almost like I have a couple of different channels going on the amp, where I just showed you I only have 2 channels. Right now it's a clean channel, a dirty channel. With these different pedals, you get different tones. It's great for live, and it's also great in the studio because you want to me, who wants to put on a record and have the same guitar sounds, right? You want to have different things. And you know, the really cool thing about this stuff is, which this is interesting, is that different people, when they play through different things, are going to should not sound the same. So these pedals are very musical in the fact that if I'm playing through something or another guitar player plugs into these, it picks up the uniqueness about you. You know what I mean? Your touch is going to be different going through the pedal, which is really important because sometimes when you put on overdrive pedals, it just does so much to the sound that you're not getting anything. You're not getting the sound of the guitar. You're not getting the sound of the amp. You're just getting the sound of the pedal. These work in conjunction with whatever you're using. So it's a really great thing. You got to check these things out. Last but not least, I wanted to show you that vibe pedal with overdrive on. And I do use it. There's a song called Liquid Soul that I use it in. So this is what it sounds like. I have it on the vibe setting. So really cool pedal as well. Hope you guys dig these. You got to check them out.